Lock up your bikes and feel the heat. It's time for Like a Podcast. I'm Jordan, and with me as always is Argyle.
Hello!
And this week we're talking about Yakuza 0, Chapter 8, The Tug of War. It's just called Tug of War. I felt like
I'm glad you
necessary.
wrote it down, because I did not.
Well, you can remember it because this is the week where our special twisted friend gets a little tug of war.
This is the one where it's Chapter 8, Tug of War, which stands for the 8 times that Majima tugged his war at Gandhara.
Oh my goodness. Breaking news, I'm getting a delivery at this very moment. I'll be right back. Here I go.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back.
Nice.
Yeah, so Majima had a war of 8 tugs at Gandhara with Kuze. But this... How's your week been? How have things been treating you since our last recording?
Pretty good. I said last week I was playing The Messenger. I'm still playing that, even though I beat it and the DLC. I'm playing like New Game Plus now. It's still fun, and it's even more fun once you just like kind of know what you're doing, because like you can really like it just kind of becomes one smooth experience. It's a lot of fun. I'm actually looking to stream it tomorrow, so.
Oh, nice. Mm-hmm. Well, our podcast will be out tomorrow, so who knows? It's possible. If you're listening to this in the future, sorry. I've been hard at work. I picked Animal Crossing back up, so I've been hard at work making my town Destino just the best town it could be. Mm-hmm. I finally got a 3-star rating, so I finally got KK in my town, and nice. I can start digging holes and making rivers, and making moats around the villagers I don't like. Just kidding. But that's been good. So on the plus side, since we've had busy weeks, it seems, this chapter is remarkably short.
Yeah.
It's like, you can crush this chapter in like 40 minutes.
Yeah, I was saying before the recording, but I did actually, I woke up at about 10 a.m. We're recording at almost 2 o'clock at this point, but we were supposed to be recording at 1 o'clock. And I managed to get it all done in time with about 2.5 hours.
Amazing. That's quality. That's good podcasting for you. We're really working hard.
The game said, "Hey, you guys, you're busy this week. That's fine. You just got a short chapter. We'll just give you a short one this week."
We're cranking hard in the Yakuza factory this week.
We're not cranking that hard at all. We're doing a real short crank.
We're taking it. Yeah, a really easygoing crank. And speaking of an easygoing crank, let's talk about that mysterious twisted man that is hanging out at the Cabaret Grand.
Yeah,
so,
where do we
start this week?
Right, we resume right where we left off. We're still in Hogushi Kaikon. Lee and Majima are wondering what the fuck is going on, because they don't know who the hell that was. Majima concludes that it's probably not Sagawa, because Sagawa would just call him himself, but it must be someone who knew that he was sent to kill Sagawa, so it's probably someone to do with those...
Or sent to kill Makoto, you should say.
Yeah, to kill Makoto. I've got all my words mixed up.
Yeah.
So it's possibly someone to do with those Yakuza goons that we've beat up twice now, but who knows?
He says, like, oh, well, the guy must have been... Majima's got some big brains this week, where he's like, well, I did throw away that bag, so what it has to be is this guy dug through the trash and found the bag, mm-hmm. and then he dug up the bag, and then he killed the woman and did the thing for me.
To be fair, he didn't really have to dig through the trash. It was right on top of the trash. He just picked it up.
I like to imagine that if
I could have picked up that bag and been like, okay, we've got a uniform and a woman here. He obviously wants me to kill this woman. I could have done that.
If Makoto was an amateur photographer who had been taking pictures of random strangers on the street, and then she quit her job at Hogushi Kaikon and threw away her uniform because she was sick of working there, mm-hmm. then this man would have dug that out of the trash and put 2 and 2 together incorrectly and killed a random woman. Just been like, oh, I figured this was what you wanted me to do.
This is what you wanted, Makoto Makamura? A dead Makoto Makamura in the river?
Yeah, so Machima says that it surely was the grandson and the fellow cousins who are related to this. And he's got to go to the Grand to meet this mysterious man. And Lee's like, "Oh, you're gonna get killed. This is a trap." And then he's like, "Well, all I care about anymore is." Yeah, he's like, "Well, if it tells me why people want to kill Makoto," which, by the way, at this point, can we just settle the fact that Machima is just curious at this point?
Yeah,
like he has no reason to actually. I mean, besides that, he obviously cares about Makoto. He has no reason to care about like why they want her dead. He just wants to know at this point.
Yeah.
So we've got to go to the cabaret (large) to meet with our mysterious friend. Let's see. And on the way, we run into the Band-Aid squad again.
Yeah,
we run into extra Band-Aid.
Yeah, he has more comical bandages on his face. It's great.
He had to go back to his grandma to get extra kisses.
Yeah.
And and he's like, "Don't go in there. My dad's in there. My dad's in there, and he told me to wait outside. He's horny."
He gave me a nickel and told me to go get a gumball or something, but they only take quarters at the gumball machine, so I couldn't get in.
Just gotta wait outside with my cousins. But he says that he's allowed to go see the horny dad, because he's old enough. And so we head in to meet our newest friend, our newest member of the Yakuza family.
He's still feeling up the girls.
Oh yeah, he's got one hand firmly on breast, and then he's like, by the way, this man, if there was not a sign that this man is like Jason Derulo's the Joker, he's like, I'll give you 10,000 yen if you touch my wiener.
Oh, if you give me an over the pants hand job, I'll give you 1 million yen.
She says 10,000 yen a second, and then he's like, "Guess I'll go for 40 seconds. Love it."
A minute 40.
Oh my god, he's such a lucky guy. And then Majima instantly turns on manager mode, and he's like,
"No sexual contact in the Grand Cabaret. Get out.
I will never allow one of my hostesses to ride you through your shorts." It is strictly forbidden in this establishment.
To suck me hard through my jorts?
Oh my fucking god, dude.
Like 50,000 a second.
It's not even 10 minutes in. We can't talk like that. This episode will not be called "Suck Me Hard Through My Jorts."
Because that's a joke on its own that has nothing to do with Yakuza. We didn't come up with that joke.
You're right. Yeah, that's true. So then he's like, you're killing the fun. You're ruining my grand old time. And then Majima's like, sorry, them's the rules. And this guy is just like, oh, this guy, man, he's just twisted. He says like, wow, girls, your posture is scary. But don't worry, it's not like there's any customers to bother because I rented the whole place out.
Yeah, it cuts to a comical pile of yen right in the middle of the floor.
A Majima-shaped pile of yen on the floor. Yeah, he's now the sole customer of the Cabaret Large today, and that's why he thinks it's okay if he has a little extra, an extra happy boner time at the establishment. So Majima's pissed.
They wave the girls away so that nobody's around to hear them talking.
He's like, I got you. Yeah, he says, all right, girls, I need you to go away so I can talk strictly legal business with this mysterious man. Who is our friend? Tell us his name, as if it matters.
Yeah, so you sit down, and then we get the black and white introduction. This man is Homare Nishitani, retainer to the 5th Omi Alliance chairman and patriarch of the Kijin clan.
This man is going to keep that chairman's teeth perfectly aligned after he gets his braces off. That's important.
Yeah.
So yeah, so just a refresher, this is Omi Alliance. We haven't talked about this in a while. So Omi is like Sagawa's crew. They're the Kansai Yakuza.
Yeah.
They're not related to like the Dojimas. Those are the Tojo. So he's an Omi boy. And he is just here. And he explains that he wants to know where Majima has Makoto stashed at.
Yeah, he cuts right to the chase.
Yeah, he says that he sent the boys to the acupuncture place earlier in the chapter, and he was like, oh, they came back, they were all boo-booed up. I had to kiss all of their boo-boos, and I just need to know who's so strong. He's so strong, Majima. He can kick all these guys' asses. Unfortunately, he just can't kill a person. Nishitani loves it. He's having a great time. He's literally like, yeah, he's like cackling and laughing and clapping and dancing, and he says like, I don't want to kill Makoto, I just want to have a little friendly talk.
Yeah, look, you just let me talk to her. I won't tell Sagawa a single thing about the body double, and he won't catch on because he's dumb as a sack of bricks.
He fucking says that he's a fucking idiot and that he won't figure it out.
Majima asks, like, well, why do you need to talk to her? What's the deal with all of this nonsense around her? And Nishitani's just like, I'm not gonna tell you. I'm also working for a client.
Oh yeah, he's doing contract work right now.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a confidentiality agreement. He signed an NDA. Yeah. He can't talk about it.
Yeah, he can't talk about it. So he offers Majima, he's like, well, I'll let you, maybe if you beat me up a little bit, I'll tell you. And then he just punches Majima right in the face. And then Majima, he says, I'm sorry, sir. I'm smiling serenely right now. I would never, ever lay hands on a valued customer.
After all, this is where customer is king.
The customer is God.
Yeah.
And then if this is not Nishitani's trick, I don't know what is.
He says he's getting a blood chub right now. Very
cool. Yeah, he does say that he's getting a blood chub.
He's very funny horny for when he fights.
What if a character was horny when they had a fight? That would be really twisted.
Yeah. Anyways, here comes the Nishitani's trick. Do you want to describe it?
You take it.
Okay. Nishitani gets out his cell phone, his Oda phone, and he calls the cops. And he says, oh no, I'm the manager of the Cabaret Grand, and there's a big bad robber here.
I'm the manager of the Cabaret Grand. I'm so stupid, it smelled terrible, but there's a really sexy robber. I've got a really dumb eye patch, and my name is Majima, and I suck. There's a really cool guy robbing this establishment. Send help.
So yeah, Nishitani is no longer a customer. He's now a robber.
I want to throw out something, which is that at the beginning of our time with our neighbor Goro, a man grabbed an ice pick and tried to impale his face with it, and even that didn't really make him fight. He did like a sort of a judo move and said, I'll hold on to this ice pick for your safety, sir. But Nishitani is I guess Majima's just, he's had it with being nice, and he is willing to just go apeshit this time.
Mm-hmm.
So now that we are being robbed by a funny jokester, it is time for a beginning of the chapter boss fight that I thought was going to happen last week.
Yeah.
This fight is good. I like this
fight. Good fight. So Nishitani, he's got a knife, as he said on the phone call with the cops. And he's got a lot of combos. Like he's got a lot of kicks and sweet stabs and swipes.
This will mean absolutely nothing to you. This guy is a fucking Hiromu Takahashi motherfucker, where he's throwing himself on the ground and rolling around and just having a real great time. There's literally, he'll just lay down.
He'll lay down, and then when you walk up to him, he'll start scooting across the floor and waving. He'll do like a
what's his name, Voldo from Soul Calibur, where he crawls around. He's doing Voldo shit. And he fights with a knife, a dagger, I guess. And there's a great Q time event. It's a great quick time event.
It's a great cutie time event.
He is a bit of a cutie. Where he you kind of fight over the knife, you throw it up in the air, and if you get the quick time event correct, Majima kicks the knife straight through his leg. It's horrible. Yeah. It's disgusting.
But it's a really cool QTE, so I love to see it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a very QT. It's a QT event, if you will. Just two cuties kicking a knife through each other's legs. Love it. Don't you? I think if you fail that one, Majima gets the knife kicked through his leg. Actually,
Yeah, but Nishitani is not an idiot, and he grabs the knife back out after he stabs it into your shin.
Yeah, I mean, Majima would never fight with a knife.
Yeah.
He would fight with a bat.
Yeah, obviously.
And you can't kick a baseball bat straight through a guy's leg.
You can only kick it into their teeth.
Not until Yakuza 6 can you do that. So yeah, you beat Nishitani, you beat the shit out of him. He's full blood chub. He loves it. He's clapping and crying and laughing. And then as Nishitani is like not about to give it up, but he's like going to talk, and then the cops show up, and then Nishitani's like, "You did it! You caught me!
Yay!
I'm done. Send
you got
me to jail."
boys. I'm the big bad
the cops
robber.
The cops are literally like, "Is this a joke?
Are you fucking with me?
Are you fucking with us?" But unfortunately, they do arrest Nishitani, so we will not get to find out who he's working for.
Yeah, well, as he's leaving, Majima is like, "Well, are you gonna tell me the information?" And Nishitani just says, "No, I'm gonna wait until next time we meet. Bye."
See, I'm going to prison now. Have fun. And then the rest of the game, the rest of Majima's chapter is spent at his day in court. And, like, he has to interview the police about the robbery, and this actually turns into more of a legal game than anything else.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's kind of a prelude to all that stuff they did in Judgment, actually.
Yeah, exactly. You have to have Majima's court, he's the witness testimony. Okay, so the manager's like, where did that strange man go? And Majima says, rental period's up. I'm gonna be upstairs. I need to
We're
do
getting
some
back
things.
to business.
Yeah, back to business. Open up the shop. On the
and,
way up,
kind of mop up that sticky spot on the floor.
Oh God, that's blood and chub mixed in.
Mm-hmm.
On the way up, the hostess who was making Nishitani pay to feel her up, she apologizes for breaking company rules because she's not supposed to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And then Majima says, "Okay, time to relax in my office where nothing bad will happen in there.
Time to relax in my office where nobody that
Alone.
I hate to see will be."
Wait, what does that smell? It smells like piss.
It smells like piss and cigarette smoke.
Yeah, so sitting in the office, it's Sagawa. He's there. He's got his smug asshole face on. He's doing Megusta face. He's like, "Majima, you'll never guess what happened. The funniest thing happened this morning. That Makoto woman showed up dead in a river with her face caved in, and you didn't call me. That's so strange."
Yeah, I got here right after the cops got here, so I don't know what all that deal was, but why didn't you call me after you killed Makoto, idiot?
Isn't that their whole thing? Wasn't that the whole plot of your story, man?
That was last time we met. I said ABC. I taught you the ABCs.
Always be in contact.
You didn't.
The 3 R's.
You didn't be in contact.
That was NBC. Never be in contact. National Broadcast Channel. And tune in at 8 p.m. And then Majima's like, "Oh, well, it's my first time killing someone. I can barely remember it." And then he says, "Well, that makes a lot of sense because, I guess you're in shock. But I gotta ask you some questions. If you were gonna destroy her face beyond recognition, why'd you leave her name tag on? That's so strange, Majima.
You put her in her uniform, but you smashed her face in. It's almost as if you didn't want her to be identified or did want her to be identified."
Majima, you're such a strange man. And then he's like, "Well, I did kill the woman, so I guess you gotta call Shimano and tell him to let me back in." And he says, "That's fine. But one more question. Why were you and Nishitani fighting?" And then Majima's just like, "Nishitani just got trashed in my club and I needed to beat the shit out of him." And then Sagawa's just like, "Yeah, that sounds like something he would do."
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's Nishitani for you. All right. Well, you could be hiding things from me, but there's no way. I love this. He's just like, there's no way you'd be hiding something from me because you still got the scars that happen when you hide things from me, Majima. Goodbye. I'll call Shimano. Bye. Don't worry. See you later. And then Majima, he leaves, and Majima's like, I think Sagawa might know that I've didn't kill Makoto.
Yeah.
I think something.
Like, I think he might be just a little, just a little bit suspicious of me.
I think Sagawa has an idea of what's going on.
Yeah.
So that's enough of the Grand. It's time to link back up with Lee and figure some stuff out. Mm-hmm. On the way back, the little guy,
little
the
guy,
Jambalaya, little guy.
I have because of last week's episode, I have just started calling him little guy in my notes.
Do you think that his dad is big guy, or maybe Lee is big guy and he's little guy? Either way, he has
we don't actually ever get a name for this guy, so it is just little guy.
This guy takes up a lot of screen time for them not to be like, his name is Dr. whatever.
Yeah.
They could have they just call him Underground Doc or whatever. But he says that he's got painkillers for Lee, which I laugh and I say, wow, Lee, remember when you said, oh, it's good, I don't need painkillers because when the shit hits the fan, it just makes me not hurt. But now he's taking painkillers. Man, I see how it is, Lee. Great job.
Yeah, it's really urgent that you get these painkillers to Lee. Lee was supposed to meet him
urgent
to get them, but if since he hasn't met him, he'll just give the drugs to Majima to bring to Lee.
Majima, if you don't give Lee his painkillers in like 10 minutes, he's going to be like in shock. He's going to die because he's just going to be in so much pain from those gunshot wounds.
If you don't give him these painkillers, he won't be able to do the third boss fight with him.
Really go straight back there, immediately administer these because he needs them right away. All right, see you, Majima. Remember, go straight back to Odyssey. Just go straight back, okay?
Just go right there, because if you don't,
right
he's just going to be in excruciating pain. And
also, I forgot. Here, you need to give this insulin to him too. He's diabetic and he hasn't had his insulin because he had to leave Hogushi Kaikon. So just get these to him right away. This is really important. Okay,
yeah,
see ya.
And also these EpiPens.
Lee's got a lot of health problems.
Yeah, this asthma inhaler, and this CPAP machine.
He's also. I'm supposed to do his kidney dialysis today later, and his pacemaker. I don't know how I don't even know how he took this out. This is really important that you get this to him because he's going to die. Okay, see ya, Majima. Break. Okay. All right, so let's do some side content now.
Yeah, let's do some sub stories.
Which one did you do?
I did. Wait, am I going first this week?
Yeah, let's see. Why don't you go first, and then I'll do mine, and then we'll check back in with our friends at Club Sunshine.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah, that makes sense. I did sub story number 65, the Obitarian Strikes. So
it's my favorite. That's my favorite of my favorite Watchmen.
Yeah. So you're walking down Sotenbori Street, and there's a delicious smell that wafts up Majima's nostrils.
Does he levitate in the air like he's smelling a cartoon pie?
Yeah, he's like a hobo floating through the air. The smell makes like a beckoning hand at him, and he goes towards it. He wants this delicious food, so he gets in line to get the food, and an old woman bumps into him and pushes him out of the way. Now, I should note that this old woman is no normal old woman. She's not just the generic grandma model. She has a cheetah print sweater, which, like, it's not just cheetah print, it's got a cheetah's face on it, too. Like...
Well, that's called look. I guess you just don't understand.
Yeah, she's got drip. She's got these pink sweatpants and purple hair.
They do say juicy in katakana on the ass.
Yeah, and purple hair. She kind of looks like an Animal Crossing villager. Like,
okay,
you could probably make this look in Animal Crossing.
I think you probably could.
Yeah. And Maji's like, "Hey, what the fuck, old lady? I was in line and you just cut in front of me," and she's just like, no you weren't. And they get into an argument, and you're given a choice of either like shoving her out of the way or just letting her be. I chose...
Okay, if Majima...
Go ahead.
Yeah. I was gonna say I hope Majima would never shove an old woman.
Oh, that's too bad, because I did choose to shove the old woman.
Oh my god!
What? She cut in line. That's...
Okay.
Yeah, so you shove her, or at least I shoved her, and she immediately is like, "Oh, you pervert, you trying to grope me? What are you doing?" And everybody's like, "What the fuck, dude? You're just like getting handsy with this old woman? What the fuck is wrong with you?" And like, a nearby kid is like, "Mama, what's a pervert?"
Oh no!
And the mom is like, don't talk to that man. Don't talk to.
Why is there evil in this world?
Don't talk to that man, Hiro-kun. You don't want to be associated with him. And Majima even says like, I'm not a pervert, Hiro-kun. Don't listen to that old woman.
It's the little boy.
It's the boy's name.
It's the little boy from it's Yusuke-kun or whatever from the last one. He's like, I was just playing catch in the park and I thought you were my friend.
So anyways, after everyone's done like yelling at Majima, the old lady just walks off.
Great.
Yeah, so you leave, you come back, you do whatever. I went and got a Stamina Royale, a couple of them.
He needed
from
it.
the nearby drugstore. Yeah, I needed it after all that psychic damage I took. You come back. Oh, wait. But before you leave, the guy at the food stall is like, "Hey, man, you should just like leave it alone with that old woman.
You gotta get out of town. This is not a safe place for you to be." And Machima's like, "Oh no."
Hey, man, I've been watching you. Sagawa pays me to watch you.
Sagawa pays me to watch you. I'm willing to turn a blind eye because I see that this old woman is a bigger threat to your safety than anything.
Anyways, he tells you like, "Hey, don't mess with that old woman. She's like an infamous Obatarian in the area," which Obatarian is, he explains it, is an Obasan, which I guess is just something you call old people.
It's like a Japanese word for old lady, yeah.
Yeah, crossed with a tank battalion. So I don't know if it's pronounced like Obatarian?
Obatarian style.
Yeah, alright. Yeah, baby.
Hey, sexy granny. Huh? Come on.
Anyways. Yeah, Majima swears revenge on this old woman.
Majima, dude, just chill out.
You leave and come back, and Majima's like, "I never did end up getting food after that old woman assaulted me. Or after I assaulted that old woman, I guess." So he tries getting in line. Lady. Yeah, he tries to get in line again, and the Obatarian sprints in to cut in front of him. And she's like, "What are you talking about? I got in line first. I didn't cut." And then her friend walks up and reveals, one, that the Obatarian's name is Etsuko, and two, they have a huge conversation just standing right in front of the food stall and won't let Majima get his food. And
oh my god.
Yeah, it's like when your mom is at the supermarket and you just...
It's like every day at my job.
And they just start making fun of Majima right in front of his face with like
this asshole kid doesn't have an eye and he's...
Yeah, they're using steak puns the whole time, so they're like, "Oh, he looks kind of like your husband did back when he was a prime rib," and the Etsuko is
that's some prime ribbing right there.
Could your little steak tip stand up to my old man's T-bone, huh?
Oh my god!
And they're having a great time, and Majima's just he's taking. I'm
honestly happy for them.
Yeah, they're having a great time at Majima's expense, and he's just like, "Well, fuck it," leaves. But before he can leave, the Obatarian gives him a piece of candy.
That's so nice.
Yeah, and her friend is like, "Hey, don't you know Etsuko's sweet? So her candy's known for being especially sweet."
Oh my god, this game.
You can eat the candy to restore like a meager amount of health.
It kills you.
Yeah,
it's poison.
A minuscule amount of health, and then die. So you leave and come back to the food stall one last time, and you see the Obatarian arguing with a man. And and calling him a pervert and saying that he tried to grope her and all this, that, and the other. And then the guy pulls a knife on her and is like, you made the wrong choice trying to mess with a Yakuza old lady. I'm gonna cut you wide open. And Majima, being a gentleman,
shoves her out of the way. Because that's the only thing he can do in this situation.
It does cut to black and you hear a shoving noise, so maybe that did happen. He pushes the guy to the ground. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing? You're really gonna cut some old lady? Like, I know she's a pain in the ass, but like, you're just gonna cut up a civilian over that?" You beat the shit out of the guy and he runs off, and the Obitarian's like, "Oh, you big boy, you saved my life. Oh, you really are like my husband. Oh, I love you. Come here, I'm gonna give you a kiss." Yeah, you try to fight her off, but to no avail, and she gives you a kiss. And then you go back to Club Sunshine, and she'll start working at your club.
Great.
Yeah, she's actually really good, too. She's got maxed out funny and talk stats.
Oh, that rules.
Yeah, so like...
She just won't shut up, and she also is just really funny, and it makes everyone laugh.
Yeah, so like, she's... The game actually, like, shows you, like, in the hostess list, like, it'll give each one a number based on, like, their total sales, so it'll rank all of them. And she is my number 5 girl, so, like, she's pretty good.
Number 5!
Number 5!
Damn.
Anyways,
good job,
that's my sub-story. What did you do?
I did sub-story number question mark, and I can't remember what the name is, but it's the one with it's the one with the cult, so we're gonna do the cult one.
Yay!
So you find this this like motherly woman standing kind of by the park. That's the name I also still can't remember.
Ashitaba
Park. She's basically talking to them. They're just like, I just want to know where my daughter is. Give me my daughter back. And they're like, yeah, sucks to be you. So Majima approaches her, and he's just like, oh, what's going on? And she says that her daughter Iori got swept up in a cult. She's 20 years old.
I thought you were about to say her daughter Eeyore. I thought you were about to say her daughter Eeyore.
Her daughter is she's like, well, I love my daughter, but she's a little bit of an Eeyore. But she's 20 years old. She got swept up in this whole business. She would leave home every morning. She thought she was going to class, and then one day her mom followed her, and she went to this building with this cult, and then when she was there, her daughter tried to get her to join. So that's not great. She also spends all of her money on expensive amulets and crystals and gems and jewels. And Iori's mom Iori's mom tells Majima that in order to get her daughter back, she wants Majima to join the cult. And the cult is called the Order of Munan Chohept Onast. So you got to learn that name so you can tell them the people in the cult that you want to join.
Of course.
So he's like, I'll get in and out. And then she says, okay, here, take this charm. I made it by hand. It'll protect you against the evil. So you walk across the other side of the park, and the cultists are there. They're hanging out in their white pajamas. And Majima says, Munan Chohep, that's where it's at. Love to join.
Yeah,
and
baby.
They say, all right, come in. We'll get you to observe.
He says Munan Chohep style.
He does say Munan Chohep is where it's at. Love it. So Majima goes and he meets the like mentoring disciple. And he basically, you learn some things about the cult, like Onast is how they say thank you. And then all of a sudden, a terrified man runs out the door and he's like, please, no more. I want to go home. And then one of the other disciples is like, you've misspoke in front of a new recruit. We'll have to do some deep discipline for you. And he's like, please, no. And then the mentoring disciple is just like, pay no attention to him. Sometimes we all have bad days. Don't worry about it. So you go into a room with the stage full of people who are kneeling on the ground, and they're all wearing white, and they're like wiggling their hands around, and this is a rare sub-story with dialogue, so you can hear the people in the room just going, shure pi pi, shure pi pi. And we learned that in order to accumulate kulipas, they engage in a prayer called shure pi pi. And they all refer to each other as friends, like the Quakers.
Oh.
So one of the disciples is he calls out. He's like, Iori, you're shuripipi. You're not swaying enough. So here's a good one. So you have to approach Iori and try to get her attention. You can say that you're the Messiah, which I didn't do because here's the thing.
That's how I
funny,
usually
right?
get people's attention.
Well, check this out. You can say you're the Messiah. You can call Iori by her name, and then one of them is just crack a dumb pun. And I was like, well, I have to. So Majima says, I'll give her a Sotenbori side splitter to open her up. And then he says, hey, want to avoid dangerous cults? Just practice safe sects. Okay, that didn't work. She didn't
and then the sub-story ends.
That's it. Yeah, then Majima leaves her to her fate because that was all he was there for. He had that one in his head for he was like
I came up with that one
while he was in the hole.
Yeah, I was in the hole. I've been looking for an opportunity to use it this whole time.
Yeah, that was all he was just like, I gotta find a cult so I can make this joke. so he says Iori, your mom wants you, and then she's like, my ma? What? Oh, my head! Oh God! And then the mentor is like Majima-san, don't do that. We have to purge our disciples' memories so they can dedicate themselves better to Shoreipipi.
Sounds good.
Sounds legit. Then good news, everybody. The Guru is coming in today. His name is Guru Munan Suzuki, and he's here to bid you farewell. To bid you hello. That's the opposite of what I said. So the Guru comes in, he says, Munansho, everyone, and then they all say, Munansho, and they do this, this special pose, and then Majima says, what the hell are moon nachos? We learned that Munansho is how they say hello, and Hepton is how they say goodbye. And then Majima does the Munansho pose, and he wins 2 spirit points. That's what they say. Munan Suzuki asks the disciples how much titherance they've contributed, and they all call out various numbers of Rincho, like 5 Rincho. I've given 8 Rincho. We learned that 1 Rincho is 100,000 yen.
Oh my goodness.
Unfortunately, Iori has contributed exactly 0 Rincho, and all the other disciples are like, wow, she must not really care about her cultivating her kulipas. She must hate Shuripipi. And then, Guru Mudan Suzuki's like, Sister Iori, you're looking quite pale. If you can't cultivate your kulipas, then you should engage in a special Shuripipi with me. And then the mentor is like, wow, this is so impressive. Only women are allowed to do the special Shuripipi. I'm so jealous of her. And then Majima's like, oh my god, this is so fucked up. I need to help right now. I know I was just gonna keep an eye on her, but I gotta intervene.
I did come here just to say a pun, but
I did just come here for the pun, but I need to help this woman. But before we can, the mentor has a test for us. He says, what's the prayer? He says it's Shuripipi. Then Majima says, I'm the Shuripipi king, which I thought was really funny. And then he asks us how you say thank you, and it's Onas. And then he says, please demonstrate the proper greeting. And one of them is like, hands raised in the air and shout. The other one's like the correct one. It's like, left arm does a circle and the other arm does a prayer. And then the third one just says, do the hustle. And I gotta do the hustle. So when you do it, it plays like a sound. And Majima does the horny walking erection dance where he thrusts his hips. It's really funny.
Hell yeah.
So he passes the test, and then the Guru says, I gotta go.
2 out of 3. That's good enough.
That's good enough for me. We are a cult. And then he's like, we gotta get our blessing from the Guru. And then the Guru just says, great job. I bless you. Special. Here's some steel. He literally gives you just a lump of steel. And then Iori's here, and she's here for her special Shuripipi. And then Majima's like, you gotta tell her, your mom's gonna be heartbroken. And then her head just, falls down, or she just,
her head falls off.
Her head falls off, and then she dies, but just kidding. She's just like, my memories. And then Munan Suzuki's like, Majima, awaking someone's memories is a sin beyond all sin. And then Majima drops the handmade charm and gives it to Iori, and she recognizes it, and she's like, oh my god, what am I doing? I don't want to be part of this cult. I want to go home. And then Munan is pissed. He's gonna fuck you up. And then Majima says, let's fight. He calls him Pajama Pants, and then it's time to kick some ass. I'll tell you what, this fight was not... It's easy now because we're big boys now. When I first played this game, this is a hard fight. He's like, does these crazy combos, and he's got a hard wall of defense to get past. So it's a little bit of an effort. But now I just breaker style his entire body to the floor. You beat the shit out of Munan Suzuki, and he's laying on the floor, and he's like, my bones! Oh god, my bones are broken! Call me an ambulance! And then all the disciples run in, and they're like, oh, Guru Munan is hurt. We need to all engage in Shurapipi to heal him. And then as you're like taking him out, he's like, no, call me an ambulance. Don't just pray. Ah. And that's and then okay, so that's that. You take Iori back to her mom. She reveals that the reason that she wanted to be in the cult was because they said they could bring her dad back to life, which I forgot to mention. Her mom mentions that she lost her husband recently. Whatever, it's not important. I'm just here to talk about Shurapipi. And then, as thanks, she gives Majima a special amulet that will do something. I didn't check what it does. And that's the end of the sub-story. And that's the last we ever saw of Munan Chotep Onost. The end.
Yay. Do you get any hostesses out of that?
Munan Suzuki will work at your club. No, you don't get anything out of that.
Okay, yeah, nobody works.
Nobody joins.
No. You do get a video clip out of it though. You get a softcore
Jesus. Vid. You get a really choice vid of Munan Suzuki just spreading for you.
He's doing the special Shurapipi.
He's doing the special Shurapipi just by himself, just to show off.
Yeah, so back at Club Sunshine, it's time to take on Club Mars.
Leah's fully dead on the ground. He's got hypoglycemia. He's just gone.
Yeah, he's died of the 30 diseases that he has, and Majima didn't get his medication to him, but it's fine. We're back at Club Sunshine. We're having a good time. So the way this progresses is just once you get past a certain threshold of fans, it will, in like the district of whatever club you're challenging, it'll do another like landmark thing. So once you get to 500 fans, Yoda proposes going to Club Mars to scope the place out. So you go there with him, and you immediately see a guy exiting with Ai-chan, who is the number one girl at Club Mars. Number one.
Me, smiling serenely, number one gal.
Yeah. So after the guy leaves, Hino runs out, and he is pissed. That guy did not spend a single dime at this establishment. Ai's not too worried about it. Like, that guy's a regular customer, and he usually does, he spends a decent amount of money usually, but he explained that money's kind of tight this month, so he wasn't able to spend as much.
Hino's the manager of Club Mars, right?
Yeah. And okay. Hino's just like, I don't care. I just want money. I don't care about my customers. I'm a greedy capitalist.
As opposed to the good old-fashioned capitalists.
You need to stop serving that guy if he ain't gonna give you any money, Ai-chan.
Come back when you get some money, buddy.
Sorry. Doing that voice is, not good for me. So, sorry, I need to recover.
No, you're good. That voice it destroyed you.
Mm-hmm. It's not even like a great voice, so it's just one that's hard to do. It just
wasn't. The cost benefit analysis just dictates that voice was a real disaster.
Yeah, anyways, Majima and Yoda are standing like across the street loudly gabbing about Ai-chan and Hino, when Hino is like, hey, what the fuck I can hear you and see you, idiots! And sends some of his goons to go beat you up. You beat them up. It's fine. Nothing happens.
We love to see it.
So, that's the end of that. Once you get 1,000 fans, a ruckus is heard from outside. There are some guys, and they're harassing Ai-chan. They're kind of pissed because they spent all their money at Club Mars. So Hino's grift is that he'll let you just spend all of your money, and then he'll be like, do you want a loan?
Oh my god.
And he'll give you money with extremely high interest rates. And he'll just bleed you dry. And all these guys, they've like lost their families, lost their wives and children, their jobs because they can't pay Hino back. So they're gonna beat up Aichan because of this, because that makes sense.
That's how. I mean, that's logical. That's logical. Just there's the guy who takes the loan out on you, and then there's the woman who works at the club, and I can't see who is the one that you should beat up.
Yeah,
It's
so
impossible
Majima
to
steps
say.
in, you beat him up. I was really thankful. She's like, "Oh, thanks. I didn't expect you to
Appreciate
save
it.
me." And she has a message from Hino, declaring war on Club Sunshine. But it's not a big deal. I was having fun. She's just like, "Wow, this is so much fun. We usually don't get any challengers." And it seems like you guys at Club Sunshine really get along well. Like, it seems like you guys are having, like, you have, like, a great atmosphere and everybody's friends, and, you know, I'd really love to work there. Anyways, back to Club Mars, where I hate to work. And that's the end of that. And then once you get 1,500 fans, Yuki comes in with some bad news. Club Mars has issued a challenge for a cabaret club battle.
Oh no.
Which the mere words make Yoda fall onto his back in fear.
I've got shivers down my spine.
Anyways, a cabaret club battle is just when two cabarets, like, operate at the same time, and whoever gets the highest earnings in a day wins. So this is a special option that you get once you get to a certain point, where you can do a rival battle, which basically it's the same as a normal day, except you're up against an opponent who will also be earning money. And they have a meter as well, like they have like a fever meter, and once they build that up, they have like a special effect that will happen. It'll
Devastating super move.
Yeah. So, like, in the case of Club Mars, and I think a lot of them, I think they're basically all the same. They just, like, make some of your customers leave and maybe deduct some health from your hostesses. Which is a real pain in the ass.
They release a powerful nerve agent into the club floor and kill all of your hostesses.
Yeah. But other than that, you just kind of play as normally and hope you get more money than them. I mentioned it last week, but the first time I tried to challenge them, I lost by like 100,000 yen.
Devastating.
And was, heartbroken. And this time I was falling behind like early on too, but I managed to get a wealthy guy like within the last minute, and I immediately punched the fever time button and just had him.
He was just throwing money. He was showering.
Yeah, he was. He got me
bathing in
several million yen just on his
Holy
own.
shit.
So like, that I was able to come from behind with that.
See, I think the thing about Cabaret Club is that even though, you know, all things considered, it doesn't make you that much money, it's just so satisfying to see those numbers just, like, go skyrocketing when you hit the fever. It's so good.
Yeah. I mean, usually you want to... I save fever for, like, just regenerating the health on my hostesses, because it's actually better... Though you're going to make more money on average if you just ask for extensions at the end of every session, rather than turning it into fever time and not being able to get extensions. But I did it just this one time because he had like, I only had a minute left and I needed to get that fever spending out.
Yeah.
And he had like a full dial, so he was still there when the club closed, I think.
He was there all night.
Mm-hmm.
Just chucking money around.
Yeah, so you beat Hino, and he's like, how could I have lost? Aichan, this is your fault. You're fired. I'm gonna hire some other girls with all the pay that I saved from not having you. And then suddenly, someone whose text box says mystery voice, comes in and calls Hino pathetic.
You're pathetic.
You little pig. Get out of my face.
Squeoink! Love when you step on me with heels.
Oh no. Anyways, it's Tsukiyama, the founder of the 5 stars, and he has come in with the rest of the 5 stars. So he's the lead one, and then there's 3 other guys with him. And we are introduced to the other 5 stars. There's, of course, Tsukiyama, who heads Club Moon. He's just kind of a business guy. He looks normal. Kazuka from Club Jupiter, a big guy in a camo jacket with lots of piercings and stuff. He looks cool. Mizumura from Club Mercury, an old guy in a fedora who seems kind of easygoing and laid back and is just like, go easy on me. And then Kanehara, who's just like a flashy guy in a gold suit with a huge pompadour.
That's my kind of guy.
Yeah, and Tsukiyama's impressed with Majima. He's like, well, you know, despite being understaffed and not having as many resources as Club Mars, you managed to outperform them. But that's just like, that's no big deal. Hino
That's
is
the
just
warm-up.
Yeah, Hino, if the 5 stars were a hand, Hino would be the pinky. He's nothing. And he fires Hino on the spot, and he turns to his assistant and is like, hey, do you want his job? And his assistant, whose name is Kotomi, just says, no, I'm good. And then Tsukiyama sends Kotomi after Hino to presumably kill him. And then offers Hino's spot to Majima. Majima, of course, refuses, and then the 5 stars leave, but not before Tsukiyama warns Majima not to step on their turf, or he will face the consequences.
The full life consequences.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, so they
One
leave,
club
and
down.
then Ai-chan is like, well, I'm kind of out of a job now, and I don't think Club Mars is going to be opening anytime soon anyways, so can I work at Club Sunshine? And yeah, she can. And everybody's like, yeah, with someone like Ai-chan on our side, we can't lose. She's the prettiest girl. We never had any girl as pretty as her. Right in front of Yuki, who's standing right there. Yeah. So, yeah, and Yuki's like, why are you ignoring me all the time?
SMH.
It's the funny joke.
It's so funny.
Back to the story.
Okay, so we got to go back to Odyssey. We got to go right now. We get Lee. We give him his insulin. We give him
his various medications and devices that keep him alive.
He takes all of them, and then you hand him his pain pills, and he's like, "Huh? I didn't ask for these. I told you earlier. Remember? I said I have no reason for these because when my balls are to the wall, I don't feel any pain. So it's good actually." He's like, "Oh, that's strange. The doctor said that you needed these pain pills." So then he explains he's like, "Did you meet the guy on the phone from the Grand?" And he says, "Yeah, it was quite a thing. It was a little twisted. It was a little messed up." Makoto is like, "What?"
He had a lot of tattoos. He had a really stupid one on his forehead. I can't remember what it said.
Yeah, I can't remember what it said. It was in Japanese. Can't read it. Majima can't read Japanese. He's illiterate. Makoto's like, "What are you talking about? Can you fill me in? Because I'm like, you're all in this mess because of me, and I would like to be in the loop and be able to help out too." So Majima kind of explains a little bit. He's like, "Well, the guy on the phone, he was the boss of the guys who attacked us at Hogushi Kaikon, and they're just trying to figure out why people are after them. But I was gonna ask him, but the cops took him away, so I can't find out. But I do know that he's in the Omi Alliance." And then Lee says, "Interesting. So Nishitani doesn't want Makoto dead, but Sagawa does."
Mm-hmm.
And Majima says, "Yeah, Sagawa right now is our biggest problem because I'm 99% sure that he knows that Makoto's alive. So you guys need to get out of Sotenbori immediately because this is getting really bad."
Yeah, but I can't go with you because,
We're watching the roads.
Yeah, I'm in prison here, and if I try to leave, that'll just cause trouble for all of us.
Yeah.
So Lee and Makoto get up. They're going to leave when a little guy walks in.
Oh boy, our friend.
Yeah. And he gives a little speech to Lee, like, "Lee, when I first got to this country, you told me, never abandon your countrymen except for one thing, for money." And then the 4 goons that Sagawa had watching Majima from chapter 3 walk in. You know, the homeless guy, the guy from the boat, the guy from the window, and the rooftop man.
Yeah.
Yeah, they walk in.
And the guy at the Obitarian food stand, of course.
Yeah, that guy too. And the homeless guy just fucking slams his crowbar into little guy's chest and wrenches his heart out and eats it.
I love the part where little guy says, Lee, I know you told me not to betray you, but you specifically told me to betray you. So you can't even kind of get mad at me for this.
Yeah, you told me not to betray you, but you told me do betray you if it's for money.
Just, he says, look, we're bros forever, unless there's a couple bucks involved, and I just needed that money.
Yeah, so...
I need to accumulate as many kulipas as I can.
Yeah. You fight the 4 goons. They have special, like, move sets based on their occupation. Like, they're the 4 elements, actually. So, like, boat guy is water, rooftop guy is air, homeless guy is earth, and the window guy is fire for some reason. I don't understand that one. But, yeah, they all do, like, Avatar The Last Airbender moves at you, but it's fine because you can breakdance.
I was gonna say, I breakdanced them all so fast that I didn't even notice that they had special moves.
Yeah, no, dude, it's fucking wild. Like, yeah, like, the window man, he's throwing Hadoukens and shit at you, like, the homeless guy
How did Sagawa find these guys?
Has boulder powers, and he's got, like, rocks on his fists. It's fucking wild, dude. I don't know why they don't bring these guys up again. This is the only time you fight them, and they're pretty weak, actually. Like, you can beat them in, like, no time, but...
They're absolutely, like, up-and-coming members of the Amon clan.
Yeah.
These are like secret bosses who never got the chance to become full secret bosses because Majima beat their asses too soon.
Yeah, they didn't get to invest in themselves after this to become full.
That's what
bosses.
Sagawa wanted the 500 million yen from Majima for, even though that's like 2 upgrades worth of money. So you win. The Chinese doctor is lying dead on the pavement, and Leah's like, okay, you gotta take Makoto to Hogoshikaikan. I know he sold me out, but it is my fault. I did tell him to do that, so I can't really blame him. I'm gonna take him to Jambalaya to get him help. You take the clinic van, or we'll meet up and we'll take the clinic van out of the city. We're gonna leave by car. Makoto apologizes for some reason, like she did anything. She's like, I'm sorry for pissing off the entire Yakuza. I don't know what I did. But it's time to make our way to Hogoshikaikan. Outside, there's another little fight against more of Sagawa's dudes. Less forgettable dudes than the guys that I beat up in just like 3 combos.
Yeah, Majima just says, like, hey, tell Sagawa I'm leaving town. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
And then knocks them out.
It's time for more tactical Majima action.
Yeah. This part's a little easier than the first one.
It's like, there's like 2 guys you've got to get past, and one of them...
Yeah, they give you an arbitrary detour and make you, like, go through an alleyway first before you can get to Hogoshikaikan.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's pretty easy, and I actually managed to get through the whole thing without running into anyone.
Yeah. So we've made it to Hogoshikaikan. Lee managed to
beat up some more guys outside, actually.
Oh, yeah, you beat up some guys. Lee is here. He made it. He's doing great. He says, I love it, and I got the doctor back. So let's
Little guy is gonna be okay. And everybody's really happy about it.
Everyone starts applauding. Thank God. So Lee says, all right, let's go. So he gets in the van and he starts it up, and then oh no, he's incinerated.
The van fucking explodes.
The van explodes. There's an ignition bomb or something, and the whole city block is on fire now, and Lee is dead for real this time. Like he's really dead, I promise. I know that he like had 2 death fake outs, but he's fine. He's actually for real dead this time. His skeleton is on the ground and it says, sorry folks, I'm dead. And then Majima and Makoto are like blasted 10 feet backwards, and Makoto's lying dead.
Luckily, they were not in the van yet.
Yeah, Makoto's dead on the pavement. When the smoke clears, Makoto is lying dead on the pavement, but she's actually fine.
Yeah. They're singed a little bit. They've got some soot and shit on them, but they're both alive, if, you know, a little worse for wear.
Yeah, they're better off than Lee is.
Yeah, I mean, Lee's just a burning skeleton at this point, so...
I mean, hey, he's definitely pretty cool as a burning skeleton.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I was a burning skeleton, but, like, I
It's
wish
gonna
I was
take more
that,
than-
and also I wish I was that, but not dead. You know.
I mean, hey, it's gonna take a little more than an explosion to kill Wenhai Lee. So he is a living
yeah,
skeleton now.
he's built like a truck, and also a skeleton.
He's like built like a bear on steroids, and he did survive the explosion. So for the rest of the game, you are accompanied by the talking skeleton of Wenhai Lee. He's the God Hand, after all. What if that was? Oh my God! Imagine if
he
the
becomes
explosion...
Ghost Rider.
Imagine the game. There's actually a thing in Japan where video games aren't allowed to have like excessive gore. So like the Japanese versions of like Resident Evil games don't have any dismemberment or anything. How messed up and twisted would it be if Lee starts the car and then all that's left of him is his severed God Hand?
And then you have
Like
to put it on your own arm, and you become the God.
You become the God Hand, and it's like Metal Gear where you just become
yeah,
possessed by Lee.
you get his right hand, but then Sagawa gets his left hand, and he gets the devil hand.
He becomes
that's,
liquid. You become
that's when
liquid.
it starts.
You become liquid Lee. I like how we're both talking
Liquid
about.
Majima.
Yeah, we're talking about two completely different game series right now, but both of them are pretty cool.
With his arm.
Do you like my eye patch, Sagawa? So Sagawa's here, and he's making like level 10,000 Megusta face now. He's like slow clapping, and he's like, "You are the fucking worst, Majima."
Wow, you really fucked it this time,
You really
Tiger.
fucked it up. He's like, "Oh, hey, Makoto, you're alive. That's not a surprise at all."
Yeah, weird. You thought I couldn't figure out that you were lying to me after you acted extremely suspicious in the office at Cabaret Grand and also fucking fought Nishitani for some reason?
He pulls out his phone and it's got Shimano's phone number missing one digit, and he's like, I was about to put that last digit in, Majima, I really was, but
Yeah, it says press the green button to dial, but he hasn't pressed it yet.
he's got Shimano on the call, and he's like, Sagawa, what do you want from me? Sagawa, what do you want? And he's just like,
sorry, bro, I got something to take care
sorry,
of.
bro, I got something to take care of. And then he hangs up, and he's just like, well, nothing personnel, kid, but unfortunately I gotta kill you, and also Makoto, so I'll let you go together. But let me pull the trigger very, very, very slowly.
Very dramatically. The camera zooms in on his finger as he...
Just here I go, gonna do it.
This pistol has like, a 3,000 pound like trigger pull.
This pistol has a combination lock on it, and then he has to clean it. He's got to put in his secret password. It's got biometrics on it.
He does the whole big boss cutscene from MGS3 where he's inspecting the gun and talking about how cool it is.
He takes the whole gun apart and shows that he can put it back together really good. And he's like, okay, here we go. Time for me to kill you for real. Bam! Ow! Oh! And then he gets shot twice, and
Yeah, it's not a bam, it's like a thwip.
Oh yeah, it's a thwip.
It's
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
He shoots some web. He slings some web at Sagawa's gun, and he does a snappy one-liner. He says, "Wow, if you're gonna join a dangerous cult, you should practice safe sex." And then Majima just starts screaming,
"You stole my joke!" And
no, unfortunately, yeah, Sagawa has been shot 2 times by a bearded man in a suit.
With a silenced pistol,
silenced
so
pistol.
You know he's really cool and secretive.
He's Agent 47 is here this time, for real. I like the entire city block got lit up. There's a whole explosion. The cops are probably already here, but don't worry, because he's gonna have that silenced gun, so no one's gonna find out that he's up to something.
Yeah.
Sagawa gets shot in the stomach and in the hand, so he gets the old Yakuza, don't worry, I'm probably gonna be fine, bullet wounds.
Mm-hmm.
He gets 2 in the hand, he stretches out his arm, and then he dies. Do you get it? And then Majima says, "Who the fuck are you?" And then the guy just pistol whips him right in the brain, and he falls asleep, and that's the end of the chapter.
Yeah.
Well,
that was a good chapter.
Rest in peace, Wenhai Lee, I guess.
Really, is a really short chapter, but we meet some really important characters in it.
I know, that guy,
and
man. That guy.
It's a huge turning point in the story, too.
It sure is. That guy with the beard. No spoilers, but that guy is someone.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
He's pretty cool. I did
we'll
when he hit
more
Majima.
of him in 3 weeks.
Yeah. Have you got 2 Kiryu times, and then we also met Nishitani in his big red suit. his big goofy red suit.
Yeah, no spoilers, but Nishitani is very influential on who Majima will become later in life, as it turns out.
Let's pour one out. Let's just really pour one out for Wen Hai Lee, though. I'll tell you what,
Yeah.
I missed that guy already. He was a good dude.
Yeah, he was a real one.
We did not get to say goodbye. It was very unceremonious. I don't think they ever really dwell on Lee again for the rest of the game.
Can we get the sub-story sad music going during this part? For Wen Hai
I'll
Lee?
get that sad sub-story music for when we pour all the ones out. The coldest one out for Wen Hai Lee. I will miss him every day. He had the god hand, and he was a great masseuse, and he protected all women everywhere, and it's really sad that he's gone. And I know I sound like I'm joking, but I am genuinely sad whenever I see him die.
Yeah, and it's really, like, there's no ceremony to it. Like,
No, he's just gone.
a lot of the times in these games when somebody dies, there's at least, like, there's a lead up to it, and you get their last words and shit.
Yeah,
but
the time
here it's
pauses
just like...
and-
Here, it's just Lee says, alright, give me a couple seconds, I'm gonna go start the van, and then we'll be right out of here, and then he fucking explodes.
Yeah, usually it's like they cut to sort of a computerized void, and Majima's like cradling them as they lay in his arms.
Requiescat in pace.
Yeah, exactly. He like swabs them with a feather.
I don't get that one.
That's what happens in remember in Assassin's Creed, Ezio, he like wipes their blood with a feather.
I don't remember a feather being involved at any point.
He tickles them, and he says, tickle torture. Anyways, that's the end of the chapter. Rest in peace, Lee. Glad to meet 2 new friends this week, one of which did shoot Sagawa twice, so he got owned, and that's sort of the shining light in this situation, is that Sagawa finally got owned, just a little bit. And that's the end. And I know I said I was going to do an Essence of Education, but unfortunately, I got wrapped up in my busy schedule, and it was a way bigger research topic than I thought it was going to be. So I will be revisiting the concept that I was going to do a segment on cults in Japan, because this was a cult-heavy week. Unfortunately, there's just a lot to talk about on that. So unfortunately, when we'll never see the Order of Munan Chotep Onast again, or anything like it, so unfortunately we'll never talk about it. But if we ever do,
Oh well.
I'll get back to that topic. Haha, just funny, just for laughs. Haha.
Yeah.
And that's it. If you have a question,
I have a question.
What's your question?
A friend of the show, Argyle, asks, do you think that Wen Hai Lee would be better at massage? Would you get a massage from Wen Hai Lee?
I mean, from my understanding, Wen Hai Lee gets everything done and doesn't leave any bruises, so I think I would.
Okay, yeah, I think I would too. There's a second part to the question. Do you think he would be better at massages as a skeleton, and possibly a burning skeleton?
Burning skeleton, no. Skeleton.
Now he is of course a magically animated skeleton.
Yeah, he's magic.
He has all the strength and dexterity of normal Wen Hai Lee, but now he has really bony fingers.
I don't think. I think thick, muscly fingers are gonna give you better results than bony fingers. But I've never gotten a massage from a skeleton, so I don't think.
Neither have I.
I can't say for sure if that's gonna get me what I need. And I also know for a fact that turning into a skeleton is kind of a radical change from being a human. So maybe it would take Wen Hai Lee some time to really get his massage skills back after he was turned into a skeleton. I'm just making a note that massage from a skeleton is a really funny episode title. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, we'll say that like a podcast canon.
Message from a skeleton.
Shut up. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I'm trying to focus on podcasts. That's. Do I own myself by calling this episode a message from a skeleton?
That sounds like a creepypasta title.
I know. Episode 8, a message from a skeleton. Oh no. Oh no.
I think that's what it has to be now.
I've owned myself so hard. Like Oh man. Oh my god. So anyway, like a podcast in Podcast Gago
I had
Token,
something else I wanted to say, but I forgot what it was because of message from a skeleton.
a Podcast Gago Toku canon is that when Hylia is just a living skeleton and he's somewhere, he got away from the city, he went to, he went somewhere in the countryside and he is still operating some kind of skeletal massage parlor. So good for him. I'm proud for him. He's alive. He's fine. And this is
he's fine, but he's dead.
If you have any other questions, you can go to our question post on likeapodcast.tumblr.com. That's not what it's called. We're at twitter.com/podcastgagotoku. That's podcast GAGOTOKU. I post a little episode teaser every week, and you can leave your comments and your questions in the comment section below. That's what it's called. I love Twitter. But we don't have any.
Hit the subscribe button and ring that bell. Tap the little bell too.
Yeah, make sure you ring that bell. Leave a comment, leave a review, tell your friends, recommend, enter gauge, grow our brand.
Subscribe to our Twitch channel where you can get PogChamp.
All
of our custom PogChamps.
Podcast Go PogChamp. And you can, buy our products. Use promo code LikeAPodcast for 10% off all of your Hokushi Kaikon massage oil orders, your skeleton cream, your acupuncture
they've got new skeleton scented cream.
Skeleton cream. But yeah, I think that's the rest of I think that's it. So why don't you wrap things up for us?
Yeah, I've been Argyle. You can find me on Twitter at Argyle_Funk. He has been Jordan. You can find him at Bradipus Rex. If you want to hear my voice in other places, you can listen to my Yu-Gi-Oh! Podcast that I do with my other friends, who aren't stupid and misspell possible titles.
I wasn't looking at my keyboard.
That is Pot of Greed. You can find it on Twitter at Pot of Greedcast. What about you, Jordan?
If you want to find me and my other podcast, you can listen to Jorgen It. It's a podcast about a bad ABC Family television show called The Secret Life of the American Teenager that I do with my brother. And we are currently working our way through Season 6 Wattpad fanfiction, so the show can continue indefinitely forever. It's good. We're working on...
Is there any Season 7 fic?
I think there might be some sequels to the Season 6 fanfiction, but I think we're going to call it there. Because some things just gotta end eventually, but we've got plenty of content left for you to join.
Yeah, I always prefer when a show ends in its prime, but rather than like just extending things past where.
Yeah, I also used to like The Simpsons. So I think that's it. We have a Discord. I always forget to plug the Discord. You can find us in the link below every episode. You can come in, get our emojis, get our Onomichio emoji, get our Kiryu and Machimojis.
Get our PogChamp.
Get our PogChamp. We don't have a PogChamp. Don't worry. You can you don't gotta think about PogChamp. And you can just talk and chat.
Now I want a Kiryu PogChamp.
If you can make it, well, I'll take it. Talk about Yakuza. Talk about whatever. Just grow our brand, like and subscribe, and as always, Kiwami means extreme.
Bye.
素直に I love you 届けようきっと You love me 伝わるさ君に合うガラスの靴を探そう二人でステップアンドいつまでも深夜12時を過ぎたって僕らのラブマジックは時計はしないおいでねしませお姫様